Welcome back to another rebuild I have for you guys here today on Madden 19. Today will be a realistic rebuild of the Detroit Lions. Before I get into the team though, I want to mention again that my Discord and my Twitter are both linked in the description. If you guys are interested in either one of those, feel free to check them out. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, whatever you want to do. But now let's go over this team. It was pretty unanimous, but everyone was telling me to use the updated rosters. That's what I wanted to do as well. I had a slight preference towards that. The funny thing about this is that I had already downloaded a roster. I recorded the first season of this rebuild before I noticed that there were like upcoming rookies in their roster. I don't know how I made it throughout the entire season without realizing this, but Dwayne Haskins won MVP the first year on the Bills. So whoever made that roster put in like a potential mock draft that they made. I don't know. This one does not have any rookies in it. I looked throughout a couple teams, didn't find anyone. I looked on the Cardinals. There was no Nick Bosa or anything like that. So this one should be free of upcoming rookies. Kerryon Johnson is a rookie though in this season. He played well this past year. Hopefully he can replicate that and get a couple experience points and develop into a solid #1 running back. I want Kenny Golladay to be the #1 wide receiver. Marvin Jones is very good. I like him a lot, but Kenny Golladay is like just as good. He's younger, has way more potential in Madden. Definitely wanting him to be the #1 wide receiver. Danny Amendola. Almost said Dammy Amendola. Okay. Danny Amendola, now the slot receiver for this team. Not a bad slot receiver at all. Had some success for a couple different teams in the past, so he can stay there, I guess, for this first season. The offensive line got a bit worse after the offseason and everything because TJ Lang is no longer here. Guess we have Ibushi. Ode Ibushi starting at right guard. I'll definitely look to replace Ibushi there at right guard. Jesse James, though, the starting tight end. Not a terrible tight end. He's pretty tall, isn't he? 6'7". Yeah, out of Penn State. Let's get it. And then defensively, the bigger signings occurred on this side of the ball for sure. Trey Flowers received a massive contract. He was a solid right end or defensive end wherever he played for the Patriots. Didn't get many sacks, but that's not like super indicative of how well he played because he did get a ton of pressures. He was very good at getting pressures, getting to the quarterback, just didn't get as many sacks. That's not really that big of a deal. Brandon Graham is a very successful pass rusher, but he doesn't get many sacks either. In the same boat there with Trey Flowers. Deshaun Hand played well this last year at left end. Damon Harrison, A'Shawn Robinson, almost said Aldrich, that's not right. A'Shawn Robinson, the backup D-tackle. There's a lot of good defensive linemen on this team, so I think I might switch to a 4-3 defense. I think the actual defense here, like their actual playbook, the Lions have a 4-3 and a 3-4, as you can see. But I want to switch to like a pure 4-3, use a 4-3 playbook, that kind of stuff, because I want all of these guys playing all the time. They also don't have very good linebackers, so it's not that difficult of a decision for me. Justin Coleman got paid a pretty big deal to play the slot corner for this team. Not terrible at all. Darius Slay has some more help now. We have, what's your name? Tracy Walker III, rookie out of UL Lafayette, I guess, starting at free safety. Quandre Diggs, strong safety. Not terrible there. So let me switch around some stuff, make sure the defense and the offensive schemes are where I want it to be, and then I will see you at the midseason. The team is currently 2-5. This is a very different, simulation than the last one I did. So the division is all really good, aside from us. Everyone else has 2 losses. We have 5 losses. A couple players, though, on offense, having some experience points going around. Not too bad. Defensively, same goes over there. There aren't many players here in free agency. Romeo Okwara is the top free agent. Mike Ford is also here. I don't think I'm going to renegotiate with anyone yet. I will likely bring back Ford, maybe Okwara after this season. I don't know, but I don't really want to do anything right now, though. The team missed out on the playoffs this year. That's okay, though. How did we do? 5-11. Very different from that first season I couldn't use because of the whole, roster issue. But we were 7-9. I think the Packers and the Bears were also 7-9, and then the Vikings were 9-7, or like the Packers were 9-7. Doesn't matter. One of the teams was 9-7, the other 3 were 7-9. So the division much stronger this year, I'd say. At least the top half of it, really. Who did we end up beating, I guess? We beat the Cowboys, who are normally pretty good. Beat the Dolphins. Beat the Vikings. Beat the Rams. Okay, and the Bills. I guess the Bills aren't very good without Dwayne Haskins like they were in that last roster. Matt Ryan winning MVP. Matthew Stafford having a solid season. If he can do this for another 2-3 years, I'll be perfectly fine with it. 4,300 yards, 30 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, not bad at all. Kerryon Johnson wasn't great in the yards per carry department, 3.6. Also not many yards, but he did have a lot of touchdowns. Theo Riddick, rushed quite a bit actually. He had 109 carries. It's quite a lot for a backup there. Marvin Jones was okay, I guess. Jesse James, also okay. A lot of yards for a tight end. Kenny Galladay, 915 yards. But Danny Amendola, 973 yards, 10 touchdowns. It's a great season. Blocking was not amazing, but not horrible. I've definitely seen worse. Gerard Davis, 122 tackles. 20 tackles for loss for Trey Flowers, 17 from Deshaun Hand, 16 from Damon Harrison, 14 from Devon Kennard. We got a lot of tackles for loss. Okay, that is not bad at all. 9 sacks from Trey Flowers, a solid season. 8.5 from Damon Harrison. That's a really good season for him. We have 2 interceptions from Darius Slay and for Justin Coleman. 1 from Gerard Davis, Quandre Diggs, Mike Ford, Marcus Cooper, and Tracy Walker. The defense didn't seem to be that bad. We don't have any defensive touchdowns. We don't have any safeties. And we don't have any blocked kicks. 14th on offense. I'm guessing defense was probably around that area as well. 19th. Okay, so a bit worse. The Patriots went 15-1. Okay. Anybody from the Lions? I'm not seeing it. The Browns only went 9-7. Honestly, I thought they would be at least above like 12 wins, if I'm being honest here. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Matt Ryan. Nobody from the Lions. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack. Nobody from the Lions. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Kerryon Johnson comes in 3rd. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Deshaun Hand comes in 10th. Okay, so I doubt we got many experience points this year. Let's see, though. Did Kerryon Johnson get a couple? He got 2. Maybe that's enough to make him a solid running back. Kenny Galladay only got 1. That's not looking too good. Defensively, we have 2 going around for some players. 3 from Trey Flowers. I guess that's not too bad. I think I am going to bring back Mike Ford. I want to draft a cornerback, but just in case I don't get anyone too good, I will bring back the second-year player out of like Southeast Missouri State. I think that's what it said. So let's advance to the offseason. Let's see who we can sign. We have $40.26 million. Who is here to sign? Brandon Graham is here. I don't need him. Jay Ajayi. Interesting. I don't think I need Jay Ajayi. Kerryon Johnson, I kind of want to stick it out with, but Jay Ajayi is very, very good. Ndamukong Suh, don't need him. Timmy Jernigan would be nice, but I don't really need him either. A'Shawn Robinson is talented. I did want Trey Boston. I saw him down there, but does not look like we're going to get him. DJ Fluker also would have went after, but can't get him. Okay. TJ Lang I could go after for a season. That's actually not that bad of an idea. I might go that route. I might also sign some random free agents down here, too. Like Dante Fowler. I don't need him, but interesting that he's down here. I have the 4th overall pick in this year's draft, and the Jaguars actually have the 1st. Who do they go with number 1 overall? Jawan Taylor, 77 overall. And that car is super loud outside. Quinnen Williams goes number 2 overall to the Dolphins, and the Giants probably going Dwayne Haskins here. Kyler Murray, who in this draft class doesn't attend any college apparently. So let's go with my first draft pick, the player I wanted the most out of this class. Greedy Williams is down there, very, very tempting, but we're going to go with Devin White. We definitely need a linebacker on this team, and Devin White provides a lot. 79 overall, star development. Apparently he's ranked 1st. That's not true. There's no way. With 79 overall, what kind of speed do you have? 89 speed, 87 tackling, 82 hit power. He could even play outside linebacker if I need him to. He'd probably go up to like over an 80 at outside linebacker. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do, but he is obviously going to start. Dwayne Haskins went to the Patriots. I saw that happen as I was simming by. Josh Allen is still here? What? How? How is that even possible? That's unreal. Okay, well, anyway. I kind of wanted to take a cornerback with this draft pick. Still some safeties here, too. Like Nasir Adderley, Jonathan Abram. I definitely need a safety. Let me just kind of look around. There's some corners still available, but I don't really like any of those guys that much. Could also use another linebacker, but Josh Allen is available. That's unbelievable. I almost just want to take him just because he's here. That's so dumb that he's in the second round. Let me look around a little more. I think I might go with a safety with this pick. I can definitely use one. And there aren't many fantastic safeties down the line here, at least what it looks like. I might go Nasir Adderley, but I'm worried that he's not going to be good based on his top 3 skills there. But he's a talented safety. I'd probably move him over to free. I'm going to do that. 76 overall, normal development. Alright, so nothing spectacular, but he's still pretty solid. I guess I'll start him at free safety. I think I might go Jordan Jones. He looks really good. He's actually super slow, though. But does that matter? I think it does matter. Honestly, in the end, I think it does. Chase Winovich is still here, too. Interesting. So I think my plan for linebacker is to take a middle linebacker and then throw him outside. I don't think that's that bad of a plan really at all. And then with my 5th round draft pick, just take best available. You have a 7.6 combine. Oh, I should have went with you. I'm going to throw you on my draft board just to get a flyer maybe in the 7th round or something. But I think I'll just go with a middle linebacker here. Who is the fastest? 4.6 speed. That's really good. 4.71. 4.73. So Kendall Joseph is the fastest. The only thing is that Cameron Smith has good tackling. Kendall Joseph doesn't have bad tackling. Let's go with him. 72 overall. Yikes. Leads me to believe that the rest of this draft isn't too good. Right now, I think I'm just going to go with a guard, because I definitely need some form of a guard. Let's go with the left guard, Garrett Brumfield. Not strong at all. 26 reps. 27 reps. 28 reps. Okay, so no one down here is too strong. Let's go with Brumfield, I guess. 73 overall. Could probably play right guard. Honestly, he's not too bad. Maybe he can develop as well. I can use a cornerback at this point, so who should we go with? I might take a couple and then start whoever's the best. I kind of want Rocky Sin because he actually is decent, from what I've heard at least. You're nothing spectacular, Chris Boyd, but you might actually be the look at this point. I don't think there's anyone else here who I really want. I mean, you have a 7.0 combine grade. You're really fast. I'll throw you on my draft board for later. I don't think I want to take a shot at another offensive lineman. Maybe I'll go with a wide receiver here. See who we can get. Go Anthony Johnson, maybe? Or this guy was supposed to go in the 3rd round. Who is really fast? Terry McLaurin. Looks like the pick to me. 73 overall, normal development. 93 speed and acceleration. This draft class isn't that strong, but that's okay. Little Jordan Humphrey went to the Giants. I'm sure Bengal would be happy about that one. So here, I guess I'm going to go with a cornerback. I do want Yasin, but I don't want to take him now. I feel like he's not going to be that great. None of these guys are going to be that great, though, if I'm being real here. Let's just go with Yasin. 73 overall, normal development. Not a terribly bad-looking corner. He's number 6. Maybe that's what he was in college. I don't know. But he's probably not going to play too much. There's another cornerback still here. I definitely think it's worth going with him. 71 overall. He's actually worse. Really slow, but okay coverage. I might just go with just a random player I see. I have this guy scouted, but I don't really want him. Jalen Hurd. Let's go with him, I guess. 71 overall, but he does have quick development. Okay, not too bad of a wide receiver. I don't think we drafted too badly. We got a couple starters in here. The draft class was not the greatest, but we drafted everyone over a 70. I guess that's pretty cool. Devin White is going to be a monster, hopefully. Nasir Adderley, I want him to start. But let's check out the NFL. Who is the number 1 ranked player in this draft class? Probably Quinnen Williams. Nick Bosa is an 84. Quinnen Williams is an 82. Ed Oliver, Greedy Williams, both 82s. Could have went with Greedy Williams. Definitely contemplated it, but honestly, I think the bigger need for this team is linebacker. Kyler Murray, 81 overall. Noah Fant, 81 overall. DK Metcalf, what are his stats? 81 superstar, 93 speed. He is a mismatch and a half. Devin Bush is a nice looking outside linebacker. Could have went with him too. Josh Allen is an 80 overall. Ended up going to the Bills. He also has quick dev. Sort of wish I took him. What's his coverage all about? Okay, so he probably wouldn't have been able to play in this kind of 4-3 scheme, but still, honestly, I think he was worth it. The defense on this team upgraded actually pretty well. They're now an 85. I definitely think that was better than before, and this needs to be switched. Frank Ragnow is a left guard, right? And I think I moved Brumfield to right guard. I did, but they're playing out of position there. I don't know what's up. I'll fix it later. But the offense, relatively unchanged. A couple small differences, like Brumfield is now going to be a starter. Most of the other starters, though, are the same. Let me actually see if there's a better offensive scheme. This is 77%. Spread's also 77%. Vertical zone run is 81%. I'm going to give that a shot. Kerryon Johnson no longer fits the scheme, but it's okay. Just see what happens here. Similar scheme as before, just now it's a zone run instead of a power run, I guess. And then on the defensive side, we upgraded here, I think very nicely. Devin White, 79 overall middle linebacker. Gerard Davis moves to the outside, 80 overall. Quandre Diggs starting at strong safety still. Nasir Adderley switched over to free safety. Darius Slay, number 1 corner still. Justin Coleman developed pretty well, 81 overall there. And the defensive line is the same, just going up in overall. I think this team has some potential for this year. Hopefully, if a couple of these lower overall guys can ball out, we can make the playoffs. The team has the same exact record at the midseason at 2-5. The Packers are 7-1, the Vikings 1-6, the Bears 4-3. This team is not performing well at all. Maybe I should try to change some other stuff around. I don't know. Let's try spread for the rest of this season. Let's see what spread does. So it's a 77% scheme fit. I don't know. Maybe that'll make the team play better. I'll determine which scheme to go with next year then. Based on how this end of the season plays out. I could try to change the playbook, but let's just see. Let's see if the scheme actually affects anything here. At least on the defensive side, though, Devin White has 3 experience points. That's at least nice to see. A'Shawn Robinson needs to come back to the team. Let's definitely do that. Taylor Decker, I would like back. Theo Riddick, I don't know if I'll bring him back. I might. Who knows? Graham Glasgow, I'll probably retain it since he is a starter. That might be the extent of it, though. So let's start off here with A'Shawn Robinson. Graham Glasgow, Taylor Decker, and A'Shawn Robinson all accepted their contracts, so they are back on the team. The team did make the playoffs once again. 5-11 once again. So the same exact record. The Bears and the Packers lead the division there. This team cannot, get anything going. I didn't mean to hit playoff. My fault. This division is kind of cursed for me. Gotta say that much. 1-3 for the preseason. Lost the opening 2 games. Beat the Chiefs. Beat the Vikings. Beat the Redskins. Beat the Packers. And the Broncos. We actually destroyed the Broncos. Let's see where the issue lies. Will Grier is the MVP. Matthew Stafford, again, a solid season. 4,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Not bad. Kerryon Johnson was better. Nearly 4 yards a carry, 7 touchdowns. Closing in on 1,000 yards, not too bad there. Kenny Golladay was fantastic. I had him playing in the slot. I like how that turned out a lot more. Marvin Jones, 2 touchdowns, 800 yards, not too much production. Jesse James was pretty good, 7 touchdowns, 600 yards. Danny Amendola, 6 touchdowns. Not too many sacks allowed. Okay, so the offense as a whole was not too bad. 116 tackles from Gerard Davis. He had 4 interceptions too. Devin White, 115 tackles, 2 interceptions. 9 sacks from Damon Harrison leads the team. Bunch of tackles for loss there. Not too bad again. 4 interceptions from Darius Slay too. 2 from Quandre Diggs, 1 from Justin Coleman, Rocky Sin, Nasir Adderley, Mike Ford. The defense didn't look that bad either. Defensive touchdowns, 2 from Darius Slay. No safeties, and no blocked kicks. 28th on offense. I thought the offense was better than that. That's just yards, I know, but still. And then 24th on defense. Again, I thought the defense was better. Will Grier up to an 86 overall after that season. Kareem Hunt, he isn't in the game anymore, so I guess they had to make him. Nobody from our team, though. NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Nobody from the Lions. Defensive Player of the Year. Kind of surprised no one from the Lions made it. Gotta be real. Offensive Rookie of the Year, of course, goes to Will Grier. Andy Isabella on the Giants there. Nobody from the Lions. Defensive Rookie of the Year does go to Devin White, though. Nasir Adderley at number 3. I'll take one award, I guess. Maybe we can try to bolster up in the offseason. That would be cool. 4 experience points there from Kenny Galladay. What I like to see. Defensively, 6 experience points from Devin White. Nice season there for him. 5 from Nasir Adderley as well. Okay, those guys are going to go up nicely. We have $41.68 million to spend. Who can we reel in? Kareem Hunt. I think I'm going to do it. Kerryon Johnson has been playing well. I really like Kerryon Johnson. Let me say that. I think he's going to be a great running back one day. But Kareem Hunt is a 94 overall. I'm going to do this. I think it was a... Hold on. What was the initial deal? A 5-year deal, I believe? Why are the Jets going after him? They have Le'Veon Bell. I'm going to give him a hefty contract just to make sure I get him. Because if you have a really good running back, like, that's so important in Madden simulation. 106 total points. I'm going to boost it up a little bit more. 108. I'm comfortable with that. I also see Ryan Kelly down here, who I want on the team. I might have to just kind of go all out this season. Willie Snead up to an 84. Marvin Jones is down to an 82. Don't like to see that. Okay, so let me sign a bunch of guys here. Honestly, I might have to go all out. It's just... Realistic rebuilds are quite difficult this year, I have to say that. I went after 3 players. Did we get them? We got Kareem Hunt, I think the most important one. We did not get Ryan Kelly. Man, I gave him a lot of money. Not a lot, but like more, a decent amount more than the other team. But Willie Snead did accept. So now we need an offensive lineman. I can actually probably snag someone in the draft. What's our draft pick? It's 4th. Okay, it's the same exact draft pick we had last time. There's a decent shot I could probably snag a center or a guard in the draft here. Since we have an early draft pick once again, I'm going to sim by one. The Bills take Trey Smith. That's actually who I kind of wanted. 80 overall right guard. The Jags, Raekwon Davis, 82 overall left end. The Vikings, Grant Delpit, 81 overall free safety. And now it is our selection. Who should I go with? I definitely want an offensive lineman. I want an offensive lineman. I want a right tackle. Okay, so when are you supposed to go? Mekhi Becton. Late first round. This guy looks nice too. Wow. I think I actually might go with that left tackle. Slide him over to right. Let's go with Andrew Thomas, I think. Are you the first rated? You look like the best left tackle here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Andrew Thomas. 79 overall. Okay, not the highest overall, but he does have star development, which is huge. Very nice looking offensive lineman. He is going to slide to right tackle. Najee Harris went to the Vikings, 82 overall. At this point, though, I don't know exactly who to go with. I really want this left guard. It's supposed to be a mid-third rounder. We have the 4th pick in the 3rd round. He will probably go before I draft again. But I also want one of these cornerbacks. I think offensive lineman might be a bigger need than corner. And one of these guys honestly might be available in the 3rd round. Very much doubt it, but I think I'm going to bank on that because this guy looks really, really nice. I know it's difficult to go off of like combine grade and top 3 skills when it's a generated, when it's a like an imported draft class, because these could be very like deceiving numbers. But I'm still going to go with Colton Prater. He looks really good. 78 overall. Quick development. Okay. He was just hiding in the 3rd round. He looks phenomenal. He is going to start. I'm really happy I made that selection. Let's see if it completely paid off. Are there any other corners left? There's one. Josiah Scott, who doesn't look very good. Yeah, he's the only corner left. This guy looked good in the 4th round. I'm going to throw you on my draft board for sure. I might even select you. I could go Lamont Wade at a Penn State. I don't think I'm going to, though. Maybe I'll go wide receiver here. Actually, I already have... Never mind. Yeah, I already have a decent wide receiver. But CD Lamb. CD Lamb is available. He's pretty good. Okay, so... I guess I could use another linebacker. I don't think I'm going to, though. Should I go with Josiah Scott? I really don't think he's going to be anything special. No, I'm not doing it. I can't trust myself. I'm going to go with this guy. Kyrie McDonald, I don't have him scouted at all, but what are you all about, my friend? 75 overall, normal development. That was a great blind pick. Nice looking free safety. We have a ton of safeties now, though. This was quite the draft for me. I think I drafted really well in this one. A 79 overall left tackle in the 1st round, 78 overall left guard, 75 overall free safety. I guess the computer drafted me John Michael Terry. I simmed after I drafted Kyrie McDonald, by the way. A 76 overall outside linebacker they selected for me. He's a run stopper, normal development. Okay, not bad. 84 block shed. You only have normal dev as well? Okay, I was going to say if you had a different development trait, maybe then I could start you or something. Let's check out, though, the entire NFL. Trey Smith, the first player gone. 80 overall, star development. Raekwon Davis, superstar dev? Yikes, 82 overall, superstar development. Looks like a god, but the number 1 ranked player is Tua Tagovailoa. Going to the Dolphins, 20 years old. Unbelievable quarterback to have in a rebuild. Jerry Jeudy, what kind of development trait you got? You got quick. Honestly, a beastly wide receiver as well. Najee Harris, probably star? Superstar dev. Oh, he's a glitch as well. I think the team is definitely in position right now to make the playoffs. 83 overall, 85 offense, 87 defense. We got a lot better in this offseason as well. Kareem Hunt made his way over to the Lions. 94 overall running back. Huge upgrade over Kerryon Johnson. Once again, Kerryon Johnson is a solid running back, but I guarantee Kareem Hunt will put up like 1,300 yards this season. Kenny Galladay can hopefully replicate his success from last year. I'm going to have Willie Snead play the number 2 in the slot, and then Kenny Galladay can just be the number 1. The rest of the offense is also a lot better. The offensive line got a ton better this year. Prater starting at right guard, 78 overall. Thomas starting at right tackle, 79 overall. Would have been even nicer if we could have gotten Ryan Kelly, but it's okay. And then on the defensive side, Devin White up to an 85 overall. Gerard Davis, 82 overall after a solid season last year. Nasir Adderley is an 81 overall. Cornerbacks looking okay. Defensive line still amazing. This team definitely has potential to make it to the playoffs. Just take a second to look at this game from Kareem Hunt. Also, Le'Veon Bell doesn't have his face either. Is that Mike Gillislee? I don't know, it kind of looks like him. But Kareem Hunt, 11 carries, 204 yards, 18.5 yards a carry, 4 touchdowns, and a receiving touchdown. I mean, yeah, Le'Veon Bell went off 2 down there, but still, look at that game from from Kareem Hunt. What even is that? Come on, show me a record that's better than 2-5 this year. 4-4. Okay, so we're improving. Not by too much. Honestly, not by as much as I expected. But we got a couple experience points on offense. 2 for Kenny Galladay. Not too many more. Defensively, though, there we go. We got 2 from Devin White. Not bad at all. Snacks Harrison has to come back to the team. I'd like to see that happen. Trey Flowers, I want back on the team. Darius Slay, Kenny Galladay. Marvin Jones, I'm going to let go. Justin Coleman, I want. Gerard Davis, Jesse James, Sam Martin, Matt Prater. A lot of players here who I want. We made the playoffs this season. We only went 8-7-1, but it was enough to win the NFC North. The Vikings also went 8-7-1. I'm guessing we tied to them. And then I'm also guessing we beat them the other time we played. 7-9 for the Bears, 6-10 for the Packers. Definitely looks like we tied to the Vikings. So 2-2 in the preseason. We beat the Packers, we beat the Buccaneers, we did beat the Vikings, and we tied to them the second time. I can see down there. We beat the Packers again. We beat, who else? The Panthers. I was just looking for divisional rivals. We lost to the Bears. I think we lost another game in there too. Maybe not. No, we beat the Packers twice. Beat the Vikings. Tied to the Vikings. And then, yeah, okay. I think that was all accounted for. Whatever. Matthew Stafford, another really nice season. 4,300 yards, 31 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. He has been very consistent this entire time. Kareem Hunt was way better than Kerryon Johnson has been. Johnson was actually pretty good as a backup, though. 4.1 yards a carry, 6 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt averaged 5 yards a carry with 11 touchdowns on the year. We definitely needed some different running back for this team. Kenny Galladay over 1,000 yards again, 5 touchdowns. Willie Snead, not playing as well as I thought, but still a pretty decent season. 813 yards, 6 touchdowns. Jesse James has been actually very nice this entire time. Marvin Jones, 3 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt got 7 receiving touchdowns as well. 588 receiving yards. Not the best season from the tackles, but it's alright. I've definitely seen worse. 125 tackles, though, for Devin White. 12 tackles for loss for Damon Harrison. 11 for 2 players there. 10 for Devin White. Trey Flowers. Not too many sacks, but 9 again from Damon Harrison. 8.5 from Trey Flowers. Those guys have been playing pretty well. Jalen Reeves and Mabin got 7 with 35 tackles. Okay. 2 interceptions from Mike Ford, 1 from Devin White, Quandre Diggs, Justin Coleman, Darius Slay, and Kyrie McDonald on 5 tackles. He got 1 interception. Alright, defensive touchdowns. We don't have any. We have 1 safety from Reeves Mabin, and 2 blocked kicks. Jonathan Kongbo and Caleb Kidder. I don't know who either of those people are. 9th in the NFL on offense. That's pretty good. And then defensively, 22nd. The defense has been quite bad this entire time. Maybe I should have kept the Lions scheme. I don't know. Matt Ryan, another MVP. Will Greer at number 2. Dwayne Haskins at number 5. Nobody from the Lions. A lot of rookies and generated players in here, though. I saw a couple. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Matt Ryan. Kareem Hunt at number 6. I feel like Matthew Stafford has been disrespected this whole time. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Aaron Donald. Nobody from the Lions. Offensive Rookie of the Year, J.K. Dobbins. Jonathan Taylor, Henry Ruggs, Najee Harris. A lot of running backs I can see. Travis Etienne, another one down there. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Nate McBride. 73 overall. Nobody from the Lions. Alright, so we didn't really do too well in the, award category there. But we have a couple experience points. Really not many on the offense at all. Actually, okay, I spent at the midseason mark. That's why we don't have many. So Prater got 1, Thomas got another one, so did Jesse James. Defensively, 2 for Deshaun looks like the most, 1 for a couple other players. The team didn't change too much overall wise because we really didn't have many experience points, but at least we made the playoffs for the first time in this rebuild. We're playing against the MVP. We have an 84 overall. Probably won't turn out too well, but who knows? Let's see if we can get out of the wild card round, and we can. We beat them 31-27. Taking on the Giants, who have Kyler Murray at this point. They are lower overall, but Kyler Murray could be very glitchy in the game. Who knows? Let's see if we can beat the Giants and go to the conference championship. We did. Okay, 30-24. Very surprising so far. The Saints are 12-4. 90 overall, the same as the Falcons in the same division, too. That division is stacked right now. Well, here we go. Let's advance to the Super Bowl. It would be very shocking if we can make a wild card run with this team. And that's exactly what we're going to do. That probably looked sketchy as hell, but I will show you that I did not cheat. I did not mean to do that. Hold on a second. Team schedule. Postseason. No force wins, nothing like that. Our offense was nice. The defense was not too good. Honestly, that's a good summary of the season. The offense was good. The defense wasn't the best, but it's okay. The offense was slightly better than, or was better than our defense was bad. I don't know how to say that correctly. Whatever. We are going into the game, though, against the Browns. All right, they're a 90 overall, too. Man, these teams are stacked right now. The Browns, it makes sense. They have a nasty team right now. This game is sort of close right now. It's actually very close. 18-16. We actually have the lead. 23-18. We're going to lose it. The Browns take the lead right at the end. Hugh Jackson, still the coach. All right, well, he has a Super Bowl win, apparently. Man, that was a really close game. We were down for, the entire game. It was a very close game. 23-18. Baker Mayfield played pretty well. Played very well. 305 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Probably the MVP of the game. Nick Chubb was nice. Kareem Hunt ran the ball all over the place. I'm glad we signed him. Duke Johnson was pretty good. Marvin Jones had a touchdown. Jarvis Landry. But this Browns team is nutty. They have several 99 overall players. It's unbelievable. I'm going to go one final season. Hopefully we at least make the playoffs again. $38 million to spend in free agency. Christian McCaffrey, of course, is here. So is Antonio Brown. Interesting. Dalvin Cook, Tariq Cohen, Phillip Lindsay, David Njoku. Chris Carson, a ton of great running backs. Honestly, should I even go after anyone? Who is here that I'd even want? Could go after an outside linebacker. Jake Ryan wouldn't be too bad. I think I'm just going to sim straight through the draft. Let me speak, please. I might go after another wide receiver like Zay Jones to get just a number 3. I'll do that for sure. And then I think I will go after... Who else did I say? Colin Johnson is here. Who else did I say, though? What other position? I can't remember what I just said. Oh, an outside linebacker. There we go. Like Jake Ryan or something. I went after 2 players, one of those being Dante Hightower, the other one being Colin Johnson. And then on the defensive side, we got Dante Hightower. We'll probably start at left outside linebacker. So let's see who the computer drafts for us. I forgot to import a draft class. I just thought of that. It's not the biggest deal, if I'm being honest here. I tried to stop the sim before I fully simmed, and I forgot to import a draft class. Again, it really isn't the biggest deal. This is pretty far into the future, so let's see, who we drafted. I have no idea who was in this class at all. 78 overall middle linebacker. I'll try not to start any of these guys on my team at least, just because why not. Out of the entire NFL, who went first overall? DeAndre Fleming, look at that. Top-ranked player, 82 overall left tackle, 82 overall free safety as well with 94 speed. Man, alright, well, my bad. I accidentally forgot to import a draft class. But let me get the team all adjusted, and I will show you the final roster. I think I did a pretty good job with this team. The team's an 87 overall. It's not super flashy, but we have a bunch of really nice superstars in this team. Kareem Hunt highlights the offense, 95 overall. Kenny Galladay, 91 overall. Matthew Stafford still here at an 83 overall too. Defensively, Devin White has developed into a beast, a 91 overall middle linebacker. Let's check out his stats. 89 speed, 95 tackling, 96 pursuit. He is an insane middle linebacker. Good outside linebackers now. We definitely upgraded the linebacker core tremendously from the start. Defensive line hasn't changed, but it hasn't had to. The Lions have a very nice defensive line. Cornerbacks, honestly, have been the same. They have decent cornerbacks now. Safeties are a little different. The free safety is different. Nasir Adderley is a beast. I think the team looks really nice. So let's sim. Hopefully we are back in the playoffs. And there we go. We didn't make the playoffs. This division, very much cursed for me. 6-10. Well, that's a bit frustrating. Who did we beat? 2-2 in the preseason. Won the opening game. Beat the Ravens. Beat the Saints. Got decimated by the Browns. Beat the Packers. Beat the Giants. And beat the 49ers. So not a good season. What went wrong? Will Grier wins MVP, I think, for the second time in 3 years. Matthew Stafford, though, was consistent again. 4,000 yards, actually 1 yard short. 29 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. He's had a great rebuild for us. Kareem Hunt was very good, 1,252 yards, 11 touchdowns. Jesse James was nice. Willie Snead had 13 touchdowns. Kenny Galladay didn't get many. Colin Johnson got 3. Kareem Hunt got 4. Sack numbers, not great. The center letting up 11 is never good. 135 tackles, though, from Devin White. 24 tackles for loss for Deshaun Hand. Wow. That is a great season. 10 sacks from Trey Flowers. The defense looks like they played the best they have yet. 3 picks from Darius Slay, 1 from Quandre Diggs and Mike Ford. We have, I think, 2 defensive touchdowns for Darius Slay. He's had 4, I believe, so far this rebuild. 2 safeties, Deshaun Hand, Ashawn Robinson, each got 1. No blocked kicks, though. So offense was 20th. I feel like defense was like top 15. They seem pretty good. 22nd. Apparently not. Will Grier is up to a 94 overall. The Saints transitioned really well from Drew Brees. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Todd Gurley. Kareem Hunt at number 10. Defensive Player of the Year, Jordan Hicks. Nobody from the Lions. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Nobody from our team. Defensive Rookie of the Year. We actually have someone. Duran Anderson. Okay. Best quarterback, Will Grier wins that one. Matthew Stafford at number 9. Josh Rosen, 14-2 Cardinals. Okay. Todd Gurley, best running back. Kareem Hunt, number 4. Best wide receiver, Antonio Brown on the Seahawks. Okay. Anybody from the Lions? We have Willie Snead at number 10. Best offensive lineman, Ryan Ramczyk. Best defensive lineman, Aaron Donald. Trey Flowers, number 5. You're joking that Deshaun Hand didn't make it. 24 tackles for loss isn't enough. Best linebacker, Blake Martinez. Best defensive back, Byron Jones. Best kicker, Matt Gay. I'm not sure if that's a real player or not, but great name. So the rebuild was a weird one. We never really had that great of a record. I'm positive that if you take all of the records and, just see what the total record was, it's under 500. But we did make it to the Super Bowl. So I don't know. Do with that information what you'd like to. I'm sorry I couldn't really rebuild this team too well. Realistic rebuilds are rough. I gotta say that much. It is really difficult to do realistic rebuilds this year. Players don't develop as well as they used to in prior Maddens. In some cases, that's good. In other cases, it's annoying. Like, in a realistic rebuild, it's kind of annoying. But it's also, it makes it more fun to do fantasy style rebuilds in some cases, because then not every team is going to be a god squad, which is, sometimes fun. Anyway, though, I apologize once more, Lions fans. I hope you guys were still able to enjoy. Leave a like on the video if you did enjoy. And here's one final look at the offense and the defense. I'll talk to you guys soon, though. Bye.